Alright, so lesson 6 is we're going to create new sections and wrap text. We have the same file open that we did in lesson 5. So I actually have it closed, so this should be where you, excuse me, a screenshot. Okay, so we're going to open our Pages panel, and we're going to go to page 8, and we're going to double click on page 8. So now we're zoomed in on page 8. Okay, so this document is designed so that page 8 represents a new section of the document. That's why it's like red and different. So the color theme changes to red and blue, and the city is now in Firenze. If you look at it, see, it's different. Okay, so we're going to click our Pages Panel Options button, and we're going to go to Numbering and Section. So Numbering and Section Options, and then we are going to verify that the Start Section checkbox is selected, which it is. And we're going to verify, that's what we're verifying, just kidding. So we're going to click the Start Page Numbering at Option button. Click this one, and we're going to make sure that it says 2 right here, which it does. Alright, so once we do that, we're going to click OK. If you get a warning saying that the page number in this section already exists in another section, then we're going to press OK. So if you get this warning, just say OK. Alright, the next thing is the pages are renumbered. So all of our pages are now renumbered. So you see this was now page 2. If you scroll up, that was 6 for that city, whatever that is. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to save our file. So we're going to go to File and Save. Okay. And we are going to start wrapping some text around a frame. Okay, so we're going to double click the original page 3 icon on the Pages panel. So the original page 3, which is this one. And we are going to get our selection tool, and we're going to select the little blue ellipse. So we're going to get our selection tool. This is an ellipse. It's also called a circle. So if it's not perfectly circular, then it is consistent with an ellipse. Okay, so now we have that. So now we're going to show our text wrap panel over here on our side. So remember, we should be working in our typography workspace. So we're going to click Text Wrap right here. So now that we have this little guy selected, we have clicked Text Wrap. We're going to click around the box wrap around box option. So wrap around bounding box. Words are hard sometimes, so I do apologize. Okay, so you'll see that the text wraps around the rectangular box, bounding box. So the rectangle box around it, it wraps around that. Okay, so now we're going to round the shape button, which is the circle. We're going to click that, and you'll see that it's not around that whole box, but it's more around just the shape itself. So we like this one. We're going to stay with this option, and then we're going to click 0.125 in the top offset text box button. So top offset, we're going to type 0.125 right there. All right, and then we're going to go to page 4. So we're going to scroll off. I want you to see what it does. If I'll stop moving so much. Okay. So I'm going to push tab, and you'll see that it kind of just moves it a little bit farther. So that was page 3. We're going to go down here to page 4 right here. And we're going to select the small rectangle frame. And we're going to click the wrap around bounding box. So that first option that we clicked the first time. There we go. And then we're going to make all the settings the same button. So this button should be clicked. Make all the settings the same. Deactivate if necessary. Okay, so we're going to turn that off. So the deactivated make all settings the same button looks like a broken link or a link with a chain line through it. Okay, so we're going to set the top offset box and the bottom offset box to 0. So we're setting both of these to 0. Okay, so those are both set to 0. We're going to do the left offset box, which is right here. We're going to set it 0.08, which is what it's at. And then our right offset box should be at 0.08 as well, which it is. So once that is good, that is actually the end of lesson 6. So super simple, really easy to use. What I want you to do is while you're on page 4 right here, I just want you to do a screenshot of right here so that I can see that you've made these changes to the square. And turn that in, and you're done with lesson 6.